The mission would use a Saturn V rocket to launch a Venus flyby spacecraft, which would consist of a modified Apollo Command and Service Module, CSM, and a wet workshop derived from the SIVB stage of the Saturn V. The wet workshop would serve as the living quarters and the scientific laboratory for the 3 astronauts during the long-duration flight. It would also carry a Venus atmospheric probe, VAP, which would be deployed before the closest approach to Venus. The launch date would be October 31, 2023, and the flight duration would be about 1 year. The spacecraft would use a gravity assist maneuver around Venus to shorten the return journey to Earth. The closest approach to Venus would be on March 3, 2024, at an altitude of about 10,000 kilometers above the surface. The astronauts would observe the planet and its atmosphere using various instruments, and communicate with the VAP, which would descend into the clouds and transmit data back to the spacecraft. The VAP would measure the temperature, pressure, composition, and dynamics of the Venusian atmosphere, as well as look for signs of volcanic activity, lightning, and possible life. The VAP would also carry a small camera to capture images of the clouds and the surface. The return to Earth would be on December 1, 2024, after a total of 396 days in space. The CSM would separate from the wet workshop and re-enter the Earth's atmosphere, while the wet workshop would remain in orbit as a potential space station. The mission would have several scientific and technological benefits, such as advancing our understanding of Venus and its potential habitability, testing the human endurance and performance in deep space, and demonstrating the feasibility of using wet workshops and gravity assists for future exploration.